Now, one of the things that we are seeing coming from China is that the new energy vehicle market continues growing. And the more the new energy vehicle market or this market grows, is the more companies like NIO will continue doing very well. A lot of the Chinese investors, or a lot of the Chinese consumers rather, are beginning to become comfortable buying their own local brands. And this is thanks to EV makers like NEO, right? Because of the quality that they are producing, because of the technology that is found onto their cars, and because of the after sale services that they give to those that subscribe to BUS when they buy their cars. I mean, it is with no doubt that China will forever be a country that the EV sales dwarf the other global sales combined, because as it stands, China, in terms of the, when you look into the global EV sales, China's total sales is over 60%, which means that China dwarfs all the other countries when it comes to the total number of EVs that are being sold on an annual basis, on a monthly basis, on a daily basis, which is something that is great. And the more this market grows, the more companies like NEO will do very well. I have said this, or I always say this every time, to say that if the US companies or US EV companies want to test their competitiveness, let them take their cars into China and see if they will do very well. And if they are doing well in China, it means that chances are they can succeed anyway, because the competition in China, when you look into the fast growing EV space, it's just so fierce. It's just so tough there. For you to make it, your product must really stand out, because there are so many companies that are building EV cars. There are so many companies that are producing a new energy vehicle cars, which is something that is very, very important. Now, for the month, the reason why I'm telling you, for the month of March, new energy vehicle sales in China came at 1,237,000, up 38% from February. This is information that was received, that was announced by China Association of Automobile Manufacturers, which highlighted that it's a 40% increase year over year and a 38% month to month increase. This simply means that we are seeing things improving in China. Apparently, from this figure, the battery electric vehicle sales in March were around 806,000, which is up 42.5% year over year and 48.2% from February. This shows you that, again, this market continues to do very well in China, and the more this market grows, the more companies like NEO will do very well, right? As I'm saying, this is why I'm betting big onto China when it comes to EV market. I mean, I can buy other new energy vehicle car makers, and with the reason why I buy NEO, it's because NEO is special. NEO does things that other EV car makers are not doing. And because of that competitive advantage that NEO has when it comes to, when you look into technology, I will stick with NEO until I will remain long and strong onto NEO. And these figures, the more they grow, it's a matter of time until people see the kind of cars that NEO is producing. People see the kind of quality, the kind of safety features, the kind of technology that comes with these NEO cars. And when they see that, they are going to fall in love with the NEO cars, the Envo cars, the Firefly cars. And to add the cherry on top, battery swapping, it's going to make even it's going to make the Chinese consumers love these cars even more. So I am happy, man, to see that the market continues growing. I mean, 48% or 40% increase year over year. This is just so massive, and it shows you that China continues growing the EV market, and thanks to the EV subsidies that they are offering, up to 20,000 RMB to those that are buying or scrapping their old cars and buying new energy vehicle cars. This is so massive. This is bullish onto NEO, and it just makes me to want to load the boat. I know outside of China, NEO is not doing that well, but now the good news that we read on Friday of that the EU Commission, together with China, they are talking about scraping, or they are looking at scraping all the tariffs from China completely. This is something that is great, because it will present or give an opportunity to NEO to also do well outside of China. I mean, last week Saturday, if my memory serves me well, we were talking about a ship that BYD that procured or added that will help them ship their cars. I mean, the capacity of that ship, it can carry 9,000 cars, and I said that will be a very good move for NIO to also consider when they get to profitability, because for them to be able to have good, decent gross margins, they need to make sure that the expenses for making this car traveling from China to Europe gets cut, so that they can still go out there in the European market and compete with the European giants there, which is something that is great, something that is very, very exciting. So the more these tariffs fade away, the more companies like NIO will do exceptionally well in Europe, which is something that I look forward to. Yeah, man, tell me what you think about this. I mean, the new energy vehicle market this year. I feel, or I think that before in Q4, sometime in Q4, we can see the Chinese new energy vehicle market selling 2 million cars per month, because companies continues growing in terms of the deliveries, in terms of the sales that they generate on a month to month, and the more they grow, the more the market will also be growing, which is something that is great. One of the car companies doing exceptionally well, it's BYD, man. The amount of cars they are selling on a monthly basis, it's quite gigantic, and this is something that we want to see also coming from NIO. NIO expects to double sales this year and sell around 450,000 cars, which some people still don't, some people say it's not coming anymore based off what they saw January, February, March in terms of deliveries. But I say let's not write it off completely, because there is next week Saturday when you will be officially launching their sub-brand Firefly, which is the cheapest model that you can buy under NIO, and that model, it is going to be afforded, or it will be so affordable in a way that a lot of people that can afford, that cannot afford some of the EV car makers and want to enjoy battery swapping, will have to go buy that car, and you'll be surprised that it gives even a much better performance in terms of sales than the performance we are seeing on the ET5 Touring, which was primarily made for Europe but is doing exceptionally well in China. So yeah, man, thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the end, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because it takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and subscribe if you have not done that, because on a daily basis on this channel I give you NIO's latest developments, what we can expect from NIO coming. And yeah, I just hope you are part of the people that join this NIO community, and we power up, we see the blue sky that is coming together. But what you do with your money, it's up to you, man. All what I say here are just my opinions, and they are not whatsoever financial advice. If you seek PR advice, you know what to do. That is, you need to go consult the professionals. I will see you on the next one, and God bless you all.